Whatever horrors you may find in these dark spaces, have heart and see them through. There are no premature endings. There are no wrong decisions. There are only fresh perspectives and new beginnings. This is a love story. Ah, then this is going to be a fascinating love story because an aromantic such as myself am unfamiliar to this love you people speak of. Okay, I'm just going to start the game. Chapter 1: The Hero and the Princess.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Who am I and how do I know this? I guess I will find out more
You're
as
here to
I
slay
continue.
her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Okay. Which world? And should the world even exist? I don't know, is she evil or something? I guess she is one of those eldritch creatures. Let's see, let's give her the opportunity to make her case on why she shouldn't be slain. Shall we, Mr. Narrator? Explore the end of the world. What are you talking about? Explore. Have you considered that maybe the only reason she is going to end the world is because she is locked up? Explore. Killing a princess seems kind of bad, though, doesn't it? Explore. Can't someone else do this? Forget it, I'm not doing this. Okay. Be more specific. I would like to know more
I'm
information.
talking about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people. You have to put an end to her.
Now, as a nihilist, I love how this moves. Not as a nihilist. As a nihilist, I believe life isn't anything of meaning unless we decide there is. And people like to decide meaning for their own lives, which I admire. Why is my finger so... I haven't manicured at all. Whatever. I do like the perspective of us being in the woods. Okay, what am I even talking about? Let's get back to the narrator. Okay. So we should save humanity. We could maybe come to a compromise where the princess survives and humanity continues to exist. But how can a princess locked away in a basement in the world? If you don't tell me why she is dangerous, I'm not going to kill her. Do you have any evidence to back this up? This sounds like the exact thing I would say. My goodness, there are so many options. Do you have any evidence to back this up? Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up? Okay, killing a princess seems okay. Some of them are just the same ones. Do I get some sort of reward for doing this? That is such a me thing to ask.
Yes, but you'll have to slay her before you get it.
What is the reward? I need to know. Have you considered that maybe the only reason... Okay, no. Can't someone else do this? Forget it, I'm not doing it. Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending? Can you tell me what my price is?
It's a secret, but I think you'll like it. It's a special reward, just for you. And whatever you think it might be, I can promise you it's going to be even better than your wildest imagination.
Even better than a Jigglypuff? A scream tail, perhaps. Indeed. You make a tempting offer, my friend. Viva la revolution. Okay, thanks for telling me what to do. Okay. Nah, just kidding. How can a princess locked away in a basement in the
Don't
world?
linger on the specifics. You have a job to do here. Just get in there and do what needs to be done. We're all counting on you.
Humanity? I guess humanity, right? Humanity is counting on me to make the right choices, and I'm asking for a reward. Truly a heroic figure. Yes, of course, why not? Do you have any evidence to back this up?
Look, you're already on the path that leads to the cabin. Why would you be here if it weren't to complete a very important task? You've made it this far, you might as well reach the end of your journey.
Okay, I think this is like the Stanley Parable. It does feel like the Stanley Parable where the narrator wants me to do a quest and I just keep going everywhere else except for the quest. Okay, fine. Can't someone else do it? Forget it, I'm not doing this. Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending? Look, I'll go and I'll talk to her. And if she's as bad as you say she is, then maybe I'll slay her. But I'm not committing to anything until I've had the chance to meet her face to face. Okay, sure, why not?
Then I guess we'll just have to see what happens. But a word of warning. If you go in prepared to hear her out, she could easily trap you in her web of lies. And the more you listen to her honeyed words, the harder it'll be to pull yourself out.
You seem very biased, Mr. Narrator. But it is up to her to defend herself.
Then each and every one of us is doomed.
Nah. Perhaps. But it would be my choice either way, which gives me a lot of power.
So sure, go, talk to her. See how that turns out for all of us.
Okay, sure.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
Voice of the hero? I am no hero, trust me. I am the furthest thing from a hero, so I don't care.
He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Exactly. Mr. Narrator, now you are speaking my language.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
Ah. A pristine blade, you say? Almost as if someone left it there. So a certain princess that might or might not be in the basement could be extinguished.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Certainly, certainly. Let us enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Oh, it's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
Okay.
She's so coldly beautiful.
Is she?
Is she really a threat to the world?
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Something. What? No way. Why would you ever think that? Okay, yeah, you caught me, I'm here to slay you. Nah, nuh-uh. I haven't decided yet.
How about you drop the knife and the two of us just talk?
How about
Look how reasonable she's being. We should just drop the blade and talk things out.
Shut up, dude.
Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster, but killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
Whatever. I do not have such strings tethering me to morality. Never. I am beyond morality. I am who decides what is and isn't moral. I am the absolute authority. Why am I saying all this instead of continuing?
You ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the blade.
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me? Because you should be.
Okay. I
You
mean,
step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
I guess I don't feel very intimidated by her. But whatever, maybe there's something. I hope it's not a jump scare because I hate those, okay? You step forward, yeah, whatever.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it.
Is the knife the only weapon I have? And why was the knife inside the... Is this like a whole Anchorman situation to test out a hero or something? I mean, I'm not a hero. You don't need to have an elaborate puzzle to check whether or not I'm great. But whatever, let's continue.
So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
No, I'll go as long as I want to. What if she isn't bluffing? What if she kills us? I'm sure she's not unarmed. I'm sorry, can we just talk?
You're so close. Don't give up. You've come this far. No, this is a good idea. Maybe we can de-escalate things.
I don't know what's the point of de-escalating. She hasn't done anything and I'm the weirdo who's holding a knife. And she seems to be somehow comprehending all of this. I guess she's an eldritch being or something. But I mean, I do prefer the eldritch beings that are like, that just don't talk and instead just colossally move around like... Sorry, I just went I just reverted back to a 10-year-old dreaming about monolithic creatures just walking about. Oh, how wonderful it was to be 10 years old.
Oh, threatened, are we? You poor thing. Drop the knife, and of course we can talk.
No. Maybe you have a stand that uh, makes me gives me aids if I de-escalate. So I'm going to keep my escalation at this level. I will not compromise. Compromisation? Compromise? What is even that?
Then I'm not talking to you.
Lame. I guess I'm going away. Fine, then I guess we're at an
I
impasse.
guess we are.
For the love of everything, just slay her already.
I'm sorry, you do not decide what I do. That is only for me to decide.
Or drop the blade. Do something.
But I don't need to do that. Are you sure you don't want to?
Yeah, I'm sure.
For goodness sake, the two of you can't just stand around like this forever. Eventually, something is going to give, and I highly recommend that you be the one to take the initiative here.
I don't appreciate the tone, Mr. Narrator. I will stick to my guns. What's the point? She seems like she's in control, so she's probably a creature of eldritch origins or something. Okay, I don't have many options left. Fine, let's slay the princess.
Doubt, unfortunately, clouds your thoughts as you attempt to run her through.
Okay.
A moment of distraction and hesitation is all she needed to sidestep your thrust and deliver a catastrophic blow to your jaw. It feels like you've been hit with a sledgehammer. You can feel bone grinding on bone where your jaw has been fractured. Holy shit, that hurt! Though she's unarmed, the shock of that first strike is enough to stagger you, putting you and the princess on somewhat equal footing.
Huh? Wait, I have no formal training? Okay, whatever. I'm a loser, I guess.
Your blade slashes through the air again and again, and her fists connect with your body as many times or more, each impact as heavy as that first bone-crushing hit.
Okay.
We can still turn this around.
Why? Why should I?
You and the princess stare at each other, both gasping for breath, equally exhausted.
This is cool.
You probably won't make it out of here alive, but you can at least make sure that she won't make it out of here either. Excuse me? Do you think this is what I wanted to happen? I have a duty to state the facts of the situation, and honestly, it's a miracle anyone is still standing right now. Can you not feel all those ruptured organs bouncing around in there? If the princess doesn't do our friend in herself, internal bleeding is certain to finish the job. The two of you clash for the final time. You feel your ribs break as she delivers a heavy blow, but you push through the pain, falling forward and sinking your blade deep into the princess's heart.
Oh.
The two of you fall to the floor.
What was the point of all that? Maybe she reincarnates as an eldritch being, because that was not very entertaining.
This was fun.
Okay, she knows that this is a game, I guess.
The princess gasps, her voice an unhealthy rasp as her...
You put up more of a fight than I thought you would. But I have to wonder, do you really think this is the end?
Okay, yeah, I kind of foresaw this coming.
But you don't have time to worry over such things. Everything goes dark, and you die.
You're on
Okay.
a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Explore the terrible sense of deja vu. Okay. But I died. What am I
I
doing
can
here?
assure you that you're not dead. And to answer your second question, you're here to slay the princess. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
Really? Okay,
You
fine.
know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me. That's fine. It doesn't matter if he can hear us. The only thing that matters is marching up to that cabin and winning.
Not really, no.
That's the spirit. There's no point in squabbling when the real threat is just up that hill. Those are two very different questions, but fine, I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. You died last time, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me. We did our best with the information we were given, and we did kill her, and yet you still died, didn't you? So congratulations, you've been given another chance to actually do this right.
I still I still don't care for you, Mr. Narrator.
And I believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences.
It didn't. Maybe if
What do
I
you mean?
just...
Of course there weren't any consequences. We killed the princess killed us, and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me. Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely?
One of those things. Too many isekais can get you feeling like that. But whatever.
Had you failed to slay the princess, what would have happened to everyone in the place you left?
I guess they were supposed to die or
Ugh.
something.
Enough with the talking. We've got a fight to win. Nothing else matters.
What? I'm the voice of stubbornness. And trust me, this is not what I would be saying. I would be saying stuff
Couldn't
like,
agree more. The
we should
cabin
let
and your
her
destined
do this.
confrontation with the princess awaits.
Okay, fine.
A warning. She will lie. She will cheat.
Yeah,
she will do
yeah.
everything in her power to stop you from slaying her.
Okay.
Don't believe a word she says. Lying
That's...
and cheating doesn't sound like her at all. Not that it matters. It's not like she can lie or cheat in the middle of a fight.
Nah. I'll just give her the opportunity to win this time around. This is... I mean, I like the game, don't get me wrong. But this... I really don't feel like
Are you sure about
I'm
that?
making much progress.
The point of my warning wasn't to start an argument over what circumstances the princess is capable of lying in. It was to give you some broadly applicable advice.
Okay. Now my strategy is to let the princess win this time. I'm not even going to fight her.
The princess will do and say whatever she thinks it will take to get her out of there. So don't trust her. Ever. Are we clear? Crystal. Let's just get on with it already. The cabin is tighter than its exterior would suggest.
No,
Its
it
cold
changed.
stone walls press in on you, as if trying to forcefully direct. See? Even the cabin has the right idea. Let's get moving.
No, sorry, I clicked
The
it.
blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Perhaps I can click the mirror.
Walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here.
What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
What? Are we in like hell or something? And by the looks of things, we are not human. At least we are no longer human. I'm not exactly sure.
But
Why
there was
not?
a mirror a second ago.
Okay, she doesn't want us to find it. Maybe she is in hell and she wants to be rescued.
Now it's gone, so all of us can stop arguing about it and get to fighting. No knife this time. Right then, fisticuffs it is. Probably more fair to her anyway. Wouldn't want to feel like we cheated our way to a win.
Nah, she's strong enough to beat
As
us.
long as you can still get the job done. And don't forget that the blade is waiting for you upstairs if you happen to change your mind.
Okay, fine.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a rough stone staircase, its walls pressing at your sides and tightening as you descend. The air seeping from below is heavy and oppressive, with an almost sulfuric odor to it.
Hey, shout
If the
out to
princess lives here,
Sulfur.
slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
Nah, the same thing. It's different, but I don't exactly feel.
Her fierce voice
Strong.
carries up the stairs.
Is that another challenger? Finally. It's been ages since I've had a good fight.
Okay, so about the princess's voice, it would have been really cool for her to have a voice like Ozen the Immovable or something like that. I don't know, just my personal preference, I guess.
This isn't what she sounded like last time. Her voice is a little deeper, almost threatening.
Is it? Oh, I thought it was the same both times, but
Good. Sounds like my kind of princess.
eh.
As much as I appreciate the enthusiasm, just make sure you don't let your bloodlust get to your head. You need to stay focused and keep your wits about you. Remember, you're here to slay the princess, not to have a good fight. As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view. A large shackle leading from her wrist to the basement wall.
At least she looks interesting, I guess, comparatively speaking. A large shackle leading her wrist to the basement floor.
Looks like she could rip those chains out of the wall without a second thought.
Then why hasn't she done it?
Oh, it's you again. I'd been hoping you'd find your way back here. Good to see that death doesn't stick for either of us. But no little knife this time, huh? No. I hope you're not just here to chat. I've been itching for a rematch.
I don't care for a rematch. I'm sorry about that. I hope you heard all of that, Mr. Narrator. This is a lot different than last time, but last time definitely happened. You look different, so do you remember me? I actually am just here to chat. I'm actually here to free you.
Free her? You aren't. I don't know why I'm even bothering, to be honest. You know the stakes of the situation.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Who says I want to be free?
Nah. If you don't, I guess I'll just turn around and go.
I want the two of us to fight to the death. I want to feel your knife split my flesh. And I want to hear your bones snap beneath my fists.
I want your face to have tentacles. That would be interesting, I guess.
Is that really too much to ask?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, especially that last part.
Don't be such a coward.
I'm just being cautious. If it comes to violence, we can find a way to deal with her that doesn't involve throwing our life away. I'd rather not die again, and I find it deeply disturbing that you seem to relish the thought of it.
Because it doesn't matter if we die again. It'll just be another opportunity to have the fight of our life.
Hmm.
We don't know that for sure, and I'd rather not bet on it.
All right, fine. I believe you.
What? What you said earlier in the woods, I believe you. You've already met the princess, and the princess has already met you. That's all the more reason to take this seriously.
Taking things seriously is not something I'm good at.
You don't know. Whatever brought the two of you back to life isn't a fluke. And beyond that, do you know who doesn't remember anything that happened last time? Me. I don't remember.
That seems more like a you problem than a me problem, but whatever.
Are you okay?
Of course I'm not okay. As far as we're all concerned, the fate of my world is still very much on the line. Not all of us have the luxury of jumping over to a parallel universe the second we die.
I guess. But I mean, if there are infinite universes, why even care about the one you have? Just let it die. Okay, don't worry, I'm going to do a good job. You got me. Pretty much everything you just said is true. Don't worry, I'm going to do a good job. No, I don't know what you are talking about. I've never died. Do you see how alive I am right now? Okay, I can just troll the narrator, which is interesting, but I'm going to be like the most nihilistic person ever.
You're joking, right? I'm just going to pretend that you're joking. Yeah, you better be joking. We can't win unless you take this seriously.
Then I guess we can't win.
Oh, I remember you all right. Best 3 minutes of my life. So, why don't we do it again? Or are you scared I'm going to put you down for good this time?
Nah. I don't know. I guess if you are a different person, I might be
Are
interested.
you just going to let her talk to us like that? We're not scared.
I mean, whatever. It takes a bit more than a little bit of blood to scare me, but I am sensitive to certain subject matter.
I think my position on violence in this situation is already more than clear, but you really shouldn't let yourself be goaded so easily. There's more at risk in this encounter than your fragile ego.
True, but my apathy just outweighs everything. At least her design is more attractive. I mean, every shape is attractive. I'm not talking about that, but you know what I'm talking about. Shut up.
I agree. If we're gonna fight her, we need a weapon.
Nah.
What is there to unpack? I was dead and now I'm not, and the same goes for you. There. Unpacking done.
No. I have much more questions. What are my powers, I guess? What am I? What do I even look like? Please do describe me. Maybe every time one of us gets killed, the first person who dies becomes a more monstrous version of what we were And since she was a human, now she is a demon with 3 horns, right? 3 horns, yes. Why did I have to count that?
Don't you get it? We've been given free rein to wail on each other. Forever.
Uh, that can be fun sometimes, I guess. But you are really way too excited about this. But won't wailing on each other get boring after a few, I don't know, millennia or something?
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Mm. I don't know what happened to you since the last time we met, but I am not fighting a giant demon lady. I mean, I don't mind fighting a giant demon lady. I guess under the correct circumstances. I haven't decided what I am doing yet. I guess.
And why not? You decided what to do with me quickly enough last time. Are you scared I'm going to kill you again? Maybe you're worried I'll put you down for good this time.
Oh. That just
If
repeated.
you want to talk, I guess I can talk. But you should come a little closer first.
Don't worry, I'm always up for a good fight. No reason I came down here without Okay. I actually am
Why? You didn't want to talk last time. Are you scared I'm going to kill you again?
here. I mean, what else is there to do, right? Just come down here. So why not just be friends, I guess. I guess, sure, why not?
Take a cautious step towards the princess, unarmed. I wish I could believe you know what you're doing, but you clearly don't. You stop a few feet short of her reach, her chains taut as she stares down at you.
She's a lot bigger than I thought she was.
Why do you sound so scared? We can take her.
Well, what do you want? Because every second we waste talking is a second we could spend killing each other instead.
What do you want to kill each other?
Why wouldn't I want that? Why don't you want that? It felt good last time. It felt right. And it makes sense.
Why? Can't we just, I don't know, spar a little? Maybe there's a compromise where we can all get what we want, nobody has to die, and the world doesn't have to end. If you want to do is fight me, does that mean you won't end the world?
The world? If there's a world, I haven't seen it. There's you, and there's me, and there's the ground beneath our feet. Why would I care about ending something I've never seen?
No. So you are just fine locked away here, you really don't want to be free?
Here you go again, talking about my freedom.
The princess glances down at her chains.
If you're talking about these, they're nothing.
She steps forward, her bindings creaking under the pressure of her strength, but then they snap. It was
Okay.
only a matter of time, but she's loose.
Dear Lord. What do we do?
What is there to be done?
Oh, if only there was some sort of weapon you could use to fight a world-ending monstrosity. I wonder where you'll find one of those. Just do exactly what I've been telling you to do since the second we got here. Take the blade, fight her, kill her, and win.
No.
What? Did you think you were safe standing right outside my grasp? The only reason I haven't drawn blood is because I want to make sure that your heart is in it. I don't like fighting someone with a weak spirit. But
I
go
guess.
ahead. Keep trying my patience.
Yeah, sure. Why not? Can't we just, I don't know, spar a little? What happened after you died?
I woke up. Didn't you?
I mean, I woke up with a bunch of dudes just yelling in my ear. That, anything like that? Can you remember anything like that? Perhaps? The basement is
I
different.
like it. It's so cramped. Like the only way out of here is through each other.
Sure, I guess. Doesn't any of this bother you? Don't you care about what you are?
Ugh, I care, okay? I guess I just care differently than you. When I saw you come back down here, I thought you would understand. I thought that we would want the same thing.
I don't know. I guess we had different ideas of what our relationship was.
But all you've done is ask me annoying little questions. It's like you don't even want to enjoy being alive.
You have no idea.
I wish you could hear me right now. I want to enjoy being alive. I want to fight.
You were put down here for a reason. I was sent to kill you for a reason. Don't you care what that
I don't
reason
need to
was?
care, because I already know what I am. I've already found my purpose.
I guess that's nice.
The princess flashes a sinister grin.
You.
Uh-oh.
Does she mean her purpose is killing us?
No, she means fighting us. She means both of us getting stronger through sheer pain and will, the fear of death no longer able to hold us back.
I do want to see what else she can turn into.
Just go and pick up the blade already. I'm sick of all this anticipation. We're ready.
Huh? Can't we just, I don't know, fine, if you want to fight, I'll get... What happens if we just don't
What are
talk?
you trying to do? Do you think pacifism is going to win her over? Because it won't.
Right? This isn't fun. This isn't interesting. It's pathetic and cowardly and boring.
I don't know.
Is that
Why
so?
not?
Let's see if you still feel that way once I start beating you.
Nah.
You stand your ground as the princess thunders across the basement floor, her shoulders
I
tucked
don't-
low as her fierce, unblinking gaze locks onto yours.
I thought the basement was smaller, but whatever. I guess when she kills me, I'll come back stronger. Or something like that, sure.
You don't see the impact, and you can't say for sure if you even feel it, but you hear your bones splinter. You can feel your feet leave the floor as you're hurled bodily into the unflinching stone wall.
We're fine.
Are we fine? Are we really? No, you're obviously not fine. Your body is broken.
Enough games. Go upstairs, pick up that knife, and fight me.
Nah.
Why aren't you saying anything? Is this some sort of trick? Are you tricking me? Or are you really that fragile? Because why would you? Why wouldn't you?
Nah.
Ah!
The princess's shoulders tense with fury as she storms towards you. can see her face flush, her knuckles going white as she clenches her fists, her entire body trembling with a burning rage. Can't believe you're making me watch this.
Fine. If you want to die like a pathetic little worm, you can die like a pathetic little worm.
That's how everyone dies, princess. Like a pathetic little worm.
I guess I'll see you all next time.
Next time indeed.
She reaches down and grabs you by the throat, lifting your limp form and slamming it forcefully against the wall. Her eyes twitch as her grip tightens around your neck. She sure is taking her time, isn't she?
Why? Why are you letting me do this? Why are you making me do this? Why won't you fight back?
Eh.
It matters. I like fighting you.
Her grip hardens. You feel a horrific pop in your neck. She releases you, your numb body crumpling to the stone floor as your vision starts to fade.
What am I supposed to do without you?
I'm sorry, miss. But this is not my kind of story.
I guess I'll see you all next time. I can say that now, right? We're dead? Great. I can't wait to be stuck in this useless body all over again.
Maybe we'll have a better body next time.
I won't be seeing you, but I suppose something like me will. Everything goes dark, and you die.
The furry.
You're on a path in the woods. And at the end of that path...
Jesus.
Oh, I've heard this one before. Let me guess. There's a cabin and a princess.